All right, guys, Treadmill Talks. We're back. Here we go. In today's topic, we're going to talk about why relationships seem to be more addictive when you're younger and more boring as you get older. And it's interesting because, like, women, actually, you know what? Men and women perceive love as like these emotional roller coasters, and very few men and women perceive love as like a flat line of no problems and peace. Do you know what I'm saying? Men like to think that they want peace, but they get bored as shit. That's why so many of them cheat, right? So this is an interesting paradigm, and I wanted to talk about it with you guys. So, hit the subscribe button if you like this content. Share it with others. It's just a channel of me shooting the shit on my treadmill with you guys and having conversations about this stuff. So, let's go back to the beginning. When you're a young guy and you first fall in love, I'm sure we can all attest to this, right? You get I guess they call it the spark or like the butterflies in your stomach, right? And when you get this feeling, it feels awesome. Like it really, I can remember what it feels like, but I haven't felt that way in a really long time. Maybe like 10 or more years, to be fair. And, part of me wonders if that's more of a jaded thing, or if that's normal, or if that's a natural evolution that we kind of go through. So let me talk about my personal experience, right? 20s, 19, 20, 30s, early 30s, I should say. When you fall in love and you fall head over heels with a girl. Do you remember that feeling when you just fall head over heels with a girl? And it's like you don't have the weight of the world and all these responsibilities weighing you down. So your brain has almost the bandwidth to engage in love with that woman. Now, I'm sure you guys can attest to this, but the reason why those relationships are so intoxicating for men and women are the highs and the lows. So when you guys are in love at the very top and you have the oxytocin or whatever at the very top, then you guys are out, or here's a good one. You see another guy text your girl and it pops up on her phone, or vice versa, and now you guys have a fight and you guys break up for a week or a few days or whatever. And it's the pull back, and it's a rubber band basically. It's this rubber band that's constantly doing this. And basically what that is the brain is in loss aversion mode, right? So when the brain is in loss aversion mode and one person pulls back, the other one magnetizes, tries to get it back, right? The other person pulls back, this person tries to magnetize it. And that, my friend, is what you call a toxic ass relationship. But are they really that? Well, they are toxic. They waste. Here's the thing that nobody talks about, though. It's like the rubber banding back and forth, the toxicity of it. Man, is it a lot of fun. The downs aren't fun in the moment, but when you're my age now, looking back, you're like, man, that was a lot of fun. That was good shit, right? It's good times, right? It is what it is. You look back and you look fondly at it, right? And it's like, that's why we engage in those relationships in the first place, is because they're so fun. They're so, why do people do drugs in the first place? To feel something, right? Relationships are no different. The two people almost aren't engaging with each other with a specific goal in mind. They're engaging with each other just to feel that emotional roller coaster itself. That is the goal. The emotional roller coaster is the goal, right? And it's fascinating. So the thing is, after you do that, like 2 or 3 or 4 times, for us men, I think that, well, I'm talking from the perspective of us men, right? After you go and do that 3 or 4 times, and then you get to my age, and then you're like, the seesawing back and forth, every seesaw that happens does have a time cost associated with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one rubber band was 2 months of time. This other rubber band was 3 months of time. And then when you're in your 20s, you don't really have a concept of time yet, so you kind of engage in this nonsense, right? And then you get to my age, and then you're like, as fun as that is, I now have a concept of time, and I don't want to waste my time doing that anymore. It's like I don't want to engage in these toxic relationships, because every time I do, as fun as they are, I don't actually accomplish anything. And by accomplish stuff, what I mean is like, even just like saving money for retirement. Like, the clock is ticking, we're all getting older, like mortality is a thing, do you know what I'm saying? I gotta save for retirement. I gotta save for my children's college fund if I have kids. I gotta save for my parents' retirement when they retire. I gotta take care of them. There's like real responsibilities now. There's no, you can't do this shit anymore. So, when you get to my age, it's interesting. I think this is where the whole peace meta comes from. And now when I'm very, very, very intolerant to women debating me or questioning me now. If a woman questions me at all whatsoever on anything, I don't say anything, I just leave. Because I just don't have the time. I know if so let me give you an example. So just the other day, I had a tiff with one of my sports teammates. She's a female. I've only known her for about 3 months. And she's younger, she's 30, right? So I don't think she has it's not even that young, but she's 30. And I don't think she has the concept of time like I do yet. So she tends to be very berative and questioning. Like, she always wants to question the authority of some sort, right? I don't know why women are like this, but anyway, I tell her, I'm like, I'm not engaging in debate. You do what I say, or you're not on my team anymore. I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, why are you like this? I'm like, okay, let me explain. Then I proceeded to waste 30 minutes of time explaining all the things to her. Then after that 30 minutes, I was like, see, I lost 30 minutes, and you don't actually feel any better, do you? If anything, you just resent me more. This comes back to ghosting as well. The reason why people ghost is because they learn about the time cost analysis very early on, right? It's like, if you're a woman, this is why I'm actually not opposed to ghosting. I'm very pro ghosting. People are lunatics with time, dude. Especially, we'll save this for another video, but like, me as like a tech influencer, brother, I'll get emails. People will send me 4, fucking pages long of shit about things that I don't care about. And I'm like, what are you doing, brother? Like, the clock is ticking. And I'm like, I feel bad, but I'm not gonna respond to this because it takes my time away. So I ghost, post and ghost, right? I'm very pro, now that I'm an influencer, I'm very pro ghosting, right? It's the only way to preserve your time. So if you're a woman and you go on a date with a dude, and let's say he like chews with his mouth open or some dumb shit, right? She's like, I'm just not into this guy, right? She ghosts him, right? Now, he DMs her. He's like, oh shit, I thought we had a good connection. I thought we hit it off quite well. What happened, right? Now she has two choices. The two choices lead to the same result. She's still not into the guy. She's still got the ick. Like she's not into the guy. That's it. Like it's over, right? She can explain what happened. He chewed with his mouth open. Or she can just not do that and just save herself the time. So what would actually be the goal of explaining herself to a complete stranger? There isn't any. She's not getting paid for that time to try and better him. It's not her problem. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's kind of like the ghosting thing. I am very pro ghosting. I ghost a lot these days now. There's no other choice. This world of humans, I would say 90% of humans that you interact with on a daily basis have no concept of how important time is. And they just want to waste yours. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway. So now, when I'm dating in my 40s, yeah, I'm very intolerant to any type of questioning whatsoever. I'm very intolerant to any action that has a potential of wasting time. I'm very sensitive to that now. So now, the girls that I date are super boring. Like, they are boring, brother. Holy shit. I like it though. It's odd. Well, it's such a different dynamic. It's like the girls that I date now, I'm so intolerant to drama, and they kind of pick up on that, right? They're like, okay, I better not do any drama at all. This guy's bouncing, kind of thing, right? It kind of makes them feel like they're walking on eggshells a little bit, which I think is fine, to be fair. You just say, hey, I just want to enjoy my life. I don't want to waste time. And they're usually on board with that. But anyway, so what that usually is like staying home, watching movies, going on some trips, going to nice dinners, and not giving a shit about anything else. And it's just like, you don't feel, I don't anyway, I don't feel this magnetic rubber band pull anymore on any woman. I don't feel it anymore. Because it's almost like my brain has the magnetic pull of time. So it's like, you'll encounter women that try to do the seesaw pull dance with you, and you're like, yeah, but that's cool and all, but I got like 5 more years until my parents retire. That takes precedence over your emotional roller coaster needs. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you quite numb, right? It really does. It makes you, here's how I would describe it. It's like the emotional let's look at a graph, right? There's a graph. The emotional roller coaster has highs that are higher than baseline, and it also has lows that are lower than baseline. And when you get to the concept of time, you're just always at baseline. So like half the time, you're happier that you're at baseline because you're not in a dip, right? And then the other half of the time, you're like unhappier than the highs of the high. So it's like there's like a pro and a con of both systems, right? The highs and lows, I would say actually, well, what I would say is you might not be as happy as the highs of the roller coaster, like emotionally happy. But the highs of that roller coaster still consume time. You know what I'm saying? It not as much as the lows, because when you're in the low of the roller coaster, you'll be awake at night thinking toxic thoughts, not getting a good night's sleep, thinking, oh, is she cheating on me? Where is she at right now? Why didn't she reply? All this toxic ass shit, dude. All this Then you're like, I better go text these other bitches to make sure that I can monkey branch. And then you waste even more time. Now it's 4 a.m. and you still haven't gone to sleep. You gotta work at 9 a.m. the next day. And then you do that shit. Now you can't lift. Now you can't exercise properly. Now your cortisol is jacked up. Now you're stressed out. It's a nightmare, dude. It's an absolute nightmare. There's so many compounding negative effects of that shit, right? It will wear you down, dude. It will wear you down. But when you're at baseline, you're basically just a robot, a very functional robot, which I don't think it's a bad thing. Pros and cons, right? When you're at baseline and you value peace above all else, not the roller coaster, you almost have to train yourself to love the boredom, is the kind of message of this video. If you want to be like the top guy, you have to get away from the roller coasters and fall in love with the boredom, right? So with the flat line in the middle, it's like, I'm gonna go to bed at 10 or 11 p.m. No stress. I'm gonna get up at 9 a.m. No stress. No cortisol. I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna eat some vegetables for dinner. I'm gonna work on my side hustle. I'm gonna spend a couple hours with my girl. Very functional. Very productive. And you can actually, the reason why it's good, the reason why I'm making this video in the first place is like, for me, I have like a whiteboard with all the goals that I have written on this whiteboard, right? And the goals on this whiteboard, my mind, when I'm at the flat line, the baseline, my mind is like there's no drama. That's why it feels so boring. Have you ever noticed that a lot of your friends tend to like cause their own problems a lot of the time? And you're like, what are you doing? Maybe you do this too. Everybody does this, man. They're like they like pick fights with their spouses. They do some dumb shit at work. They don't just keep their head down and buckle. They just create their own chaos and drama. Never get involved with one of these women, by the way. A lot of women are like this. They just create their own chaos, brother. And do you know why they do that, though? Because what's the alternative? The alternative is the whiteboard. It's like, oh shit, there's no chaos in my life. Now I get to focus on this whiteboard. Now the real shit begins. Most humans don't want to deal with the... Dude, I know it's kind of sad because A lot of elderly people will not escape this paradigm of the roller coaster. I know a lot of elderly people that are like in their mid 60s to 70s. My mom is the same way. Unfortunately, man, it's so heartbreaking, brother. So like, there's elderly people, like my ex's, one of my ex's parents, they're like in their mid 60s now, and they focus on the dumbest shit. Like you'll be 1 hour or 2 hours late to their house for dinner or something like that, and they will hold that grudge for like 3 months. Remember that one time you were late to dinner? It's like you're gonna die in 5 years. It's fucking lunacy, dude. It's lunacy. Some people never grow out of it. I'm like, what are you doing? You got 5 years left, and you want to spend the last 5 years focusing on someone being late for dinner? But do you know why they do that, though? They do that because they don't want to deal with the whiteboard. They don't want to... It's like a self-preservation mechanism that the subconscious engages in to prevent you from realizing that you are a mortal being and your time on this earth is finite. The more you can distract yourself with drama and nonsense, the more you don't have to focus on life goals and the real big picture that matter. But you don't want that, man. Hopefully some of you guys watching this video, and you've watched it all the way to the end, hopefully some of you guys are younger guys. Please do not let your time get pissed away by the roller coaster. You will regret it in the end. You will regret it. Get out of the roller coaster paradigm. It's boring to be at the baseline. It sucks. You're just a robot working towards goals every single day in, day out. You do the same shit. There's no excitement in your life, which arguably is like, who wants to live that way? But trust me, when you start ticking off those goals and you start actually accomplishing shit in your life, everyone will be wondering how you are the one doing it. How is this guy able to achieve all these things? It's because you're not wasting time on shit that doesn't matter. That's the most important thing. So, anyway, to wrap all this up. Yeah, back to how I was saying the girls I date are so boring now, right? You tend to find this does not work with younger girls. It doesn't, man. Even girls in like their 30s, they do not want the baseline, brother. It's tough. Finding girls that are okay with the baseline, they have to kind of be burnt out a little bit too. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they have to have gone through the roller coaster themselves like 3 or 4 times, 5 times even. And then they're just kind of like, I don't want this shit anymore. Usually if their parents get old and sick, they kind of clue in too, right? It usually requires some level of mortality, parents getting sick, parents getting old. It usually requires something almost traumatic like that in order for the person to get out of the roller coaster paradigm, which is so unfortunate. If you take anything away from this video, it's like, don't wait for your parents or your family to get sick before you stop wasting your time on this roller coaster shit. Now, if you're 19, 20, 21, go roller coaster it up, whatever. I would say around 26, 27 is when you really want to start being like, all right, time for that flat line. And then, you know, we'll see what happens, but maybe when I'm 45 or something, and I've accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish. So here's the, maybe you enter the other paradigm on the other side of that black hole, right? So it's like, I've been a flat line, and I've accomplished everything. My parents are good, my family's good, I'm good, everything's just good. I don't really have any more goals. It's like, sure, let's go roller coaster it up a little bit. It's almost like you have to earn the right to roller coaster. It's like, you can't be wasted. You have to earn the ability and the time to waste time. Do you know what I'm saying? Until you've actually earned it and you can retire, you haven't earned the right to waste time yet. Anyway, guys, let's call it there. It's fascinating. So what I wanted to say was, I don't know, when it comes to love, I don't know which one is necessarily better, right? I will say the flat line is a lot more functional, but I also don't feel that magnetic attraction to women anymore whatsoever. I view them as, I don't know how I view them. I view them as, I don't know. Maybe we'll save that for the next video. Yeah, we will. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.